What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 7 of Nothing in Particular. I'm Connor.
I'm Renton. Is it episode 7 or is it 8?
It is, because the last podcast was with Nathan and Jackson, and we weren't about to upload that one.
No, that one was bad. Sponsorship. Go.
This podcast brought to you today by Daco Board. If you longboard, hit up our homies Drew Fletcher and Cameron Johnston. Find Daco Boards on Facebook, DAKO space boards. If you hit up Cameron, it is known as the Schlong Board.
Yes.
That's the make. The model is Nose to Cooch. Also, if you need some pictures, go to Artifacts Expressions. Hit them up. They're sweet. Facebook, they have their own website.
And the phone number in the first podcast is wrong.
Only one digit. It's 521 something. I don't have it in front of me.
Okay. Well, first podcast on video, technically.
Yep. And the first podcast in below freezing weather.
It's like 22 degrees, if you noticed. That's why.
We didn't dress.
Connor's in a onesie. And
were you about to call it a singlet?
Yeah, I was about to call it a singlet. You should have worn your singlet on the podcast.
Dang it! I'm notoriously known for if someone makes me laugh while I'm drinking something, I'm probably gonna spit it out.
Yeah.
Like 8 out of 10 times.
Or he'll spit it into his hand and then put it back in his mouth. Cider.
Yeah, it's pretty cold, so I'm wearing Danny's gloves, shout out. And so is Renton. And I'm
Who's
wearing
Danny?
My oneie. My onesie.
My oneie.
Danielle.
Danielle who?
Pickett.
Okay. Anyway.
To the podcast.
Well, we decided that we're probably going to do UFC news and stuff since there's been a lot this week.
Yeah, this past month. And we don't know what we want to talk about since we don't have a guest on yet.
Tomorrow we'll have a guest.
We will have a guest tomorrow. So until then, we need some hours. So we needed a podcast. So we're going to talk about
we don't even
the
need
UFC
hours because we're all the class time for the next 3 days is devoted to the PowerPoint. Yeah. So we have 3 hours of work.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I have to do the car project still. I have to do that tonight for the class.
Wait. What project? Oh, yeah.
The budgeting the car thing.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So many people are, hating on it. They're like, oh, my God, this is so stupid and it's so hard. This is way harder than real life. It's like, she's trying to prepare us for living on our own.
That's a good class to take.
Mm-hmm.
You should take, because it's going to be overshadowed now that it's not going to have the culminating project in it.
Yeah.
But
it's going to be called Life 101 or something.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good class to take. Nice.
Thank you.
It's a good class to take because it really it prepares you enough. Nothing can quite prepare you.
And there's not a lot of homework. It's a lot of classwork.
It's all you have homework if you don't do the work in class.
For example.
Yeah, which is my problem.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm too busy talking to Paxton and Jason.
Oh, Jason's in your class?
Paxton, Jason, Max, and Marissa, and Ryan Banworth.
Oh,
we all sit right next to each other.
I love Banworth.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I got Alan to my left. He sits right next to me. Jasmine and OJ to the right. And then Austin and Carly to my left.
Swag.
And Abdullah's in that class. Shout out to Abdullah again.
Golf. Number 2. Golf 2.
That's between you guys. Shout out to Miss Ledford, because you kind of got jealous when I mentioned we did a shout out to Abdullah.
And not Miss Ledford.
Even though I think we've done the most shout outs to her when we talk about the culminating project.
Shout out to... We never had an official shout out to
We did
Ledford.
once.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah. UFC news.
Who are your favorite fighters?
Uriah Faber.
Yep, he's beautiful.
John Jones used to be, but not really anymore. I kind of want him to lose.
Do you know Nike doesn't sponsor him anymore because he got in that brawl with Daniel Cormier?
Really?
They dropped their sponsorship with him.
Like he's going to have a hard time picking up another one.
I know. Well, he has... I don't know how to pronounce them. The Science, the X, Y, I.
Yeah.
He has them. I don't know if he still has Gatorade or not. EA Sports.
Yeah. Cider. No, but favorite fighters.
He is an entertaining fighter, though.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Oh, Uriah and Lyoto Machida.
I love Lyoto Machida.
Or Anthony Pettis. Or Ben Henderson.
Did you get my text? He lost.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Who'd he lose to?
His name is
Is he big or no?
the guy?
Yeah, the guy who he lost to.
He's a rising star. He's in the top 10, but he's rising.
So he's like Cub Swanson.
Yeah, kind of.
Except for Cub Swanson's not super awesome.
And they're in the same weight class though.
Yeah.
They're all lightweights, I think. Yeah, they're lightweights. Unless Frankie Edgar's featherweight now.
I don't know.
But yeah, he lost to him, and
That lightweight division is sick, though.
yeah, it actually could have kept going, but it was one of those hits where it hit him just right, so he fell.
Yeah.
But the way it looked and the position he was in, Big John McCarthy had to stop it. Like it looked really bad, especially being a ref and that's your job.
Yeah. Like I saw one fight where the guy was just landing small body blows the entire time to the ribs.
Yeah.
You know, just punches and short knees and short elbows and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was in the back mount and going for the rear naked and trying to loosen him up. Like, he should have stopped it way earlier because he was on his back, you know, already, and he was kicking him with the bottom of his heel, and and he kept flinching, you know, and he was really hurt, and he ended up having to tap off because of one of those heel kicks, like with the bottom of his heel.
Oh, I know.
Probably
what you mean.
cracked a rib or something.
That hurt so bad.
Yeah, and that's the worst injury because it hurts to do anything.
Yeah.
You can't laugh.
Yeah.
You can't yawn. You can't poop. You can't. I don't know if you can pee.
You
can probably pee. You can't fart.
You can't push it.
You can't burp.
Are you talking about if you have like broken ribs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck. I've never experienced that.
Yeah, it would just be awful.
Yeah. Well, like my lower back hurt this weekend, and like every time I took a deep breath, it was like. Oh!
I remember freshman and sophomore year, I'd constantly have issues with my back hurting. Like,
really?
They would just lock up. Like one time at school, I couldn't even like walk. I was like waiting for my mom to give me a ride. So it was freshman year. Because I could drive all sophomore year.
Yeah.
And I was just like laying there under the stairwell, you know, like where that, like the main stairwells in every hall, you have that little platform.
Yeah.
I was laying down there just waiting with Nathan, and like I got up and I was like, oh god, like I couldn't even move. I was just like, I was hunched over back up like an old man, like holding onto the walls, walking to the car. I was just like, oh my god, Nathan, help me! And he was just laughing at me, and it was so bad.
You're getting passed by grandpas.
Yeah, like
you get weird injuries.
I know, and they're just stupid.
Yeah,
because like they don't hurt me day to day. Like it's not like an injury that just pains you forever. It's like a small injury that makes
everything hard.
Yeah, or like dumb, stupid stuff. Like I can't do pull-ups because my shoulder doesn't bend the right way if I go all the way down. And like, and my back will hurt every once in a while like that, but not as much as it used to. But it's all stupid. And I totally figured out when I hurt my shoulder for the first time.
When?
I thought power snatching wasn't as hard as it was one time in either weights class or
CrossFit.
Or no, it was no, it was freshman year, and it was in weights or football workout, and I snatched it. I snatched 135, 145, and I did it, but my shoulders went really far back.
145 is 45s with 5s on each side.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 135.
Yeah, it was 135.
I was going to say, like, you really just wanted to add those 5s.
No, I swear. It was something like that. It was a 45. Yeah, it was a 45 pound. It was a plate, one plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, it was stupid. I don't know why I did it.
I've never done snatches. I don't think I will. Maybe.
I think it's just too dangerous of a lift.
Yeah.
Some guy at the CrossFit Games snatched 305 or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, man.
That's crazy. I want to get the CrossFit people on because I don't like CrossFit, and I just want to hear their perspective. And like, I was listening to a lot of pros and cons, and like, when people see CrossFitters and they're like, man, those are normal people. No, that guy played college ball. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the sport of CrossFit.
The guy who comes, we have one really good Washington guy. And
aren't you ranked by your state?
Yeah, he's just a normal guy.
Aren't you ranked by your state?
Well, you have your state CrossFit Games, and then it like goes to regionals and stuff, and then it goes nationwide and then worldwide and stuff like that. But yeah, this guy, the guy who's really good around here, I think he placed like second overall or something.
Wow.
And what was it? But yeah, he's just some normal guy. He just works out in the gym. He wasn't like some athlete beforehand.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
He's just a guy who likes to weightlift a lot. Just a meathead.
Oh, so he's always been athletic though?
Yeah.
Even though he didn't play sports? Yeah. I haven't, like, I know there's some, like, unknown MMA guys who do CrossFit, but I don't think any big guys do.
Yeah.
What's an Olympic lift? Do you know what the Olympic lifts are?
Clean, bench, front squat, back squat. I don't think snatches. It might be. But I think it's just like the normal, back squat, front squat, clean, bench.
Jerk? Clean jerk?
Jerk. Yeah, jerk too.
Those are just all around athletic lifts that most people do. Bench, people who say bench is just for looks, I don't think that's true, because if you're in football, you're pushing.
Yeah.
If you're in MMA, you're punching.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, they're more effective workouts to train those for sure. Mm-hmm. Like a really good one for football is take the plate, put it in between your hands, and push.
Yeah.
A bunch.
Like hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another good one for the punching, you take the bands.
Yeah.
You just throw a punch.
I think those are probably one of the best.
Mm-hmm. Resistance training is really good.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of different techniques, but I don't know. It just depends on the person too.
Yeah. The craziest thing about CrossFit, the thing that I hate the most is doing dips with the rings, like the gymnastics rings.
Yeah.
Those suck.
They make everything harder.
I know. It's just like let's take this lift and make it 7 times harder than we could.
Yeah.
Let's just figure out the hardest thing we can do.
Do you have to do a muscle up to get up there too?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I can't do it.
No.
I can't do a muscle up.
No, I can't do a muscle up either.
Especially with rings.
No, yeah. And it's like it's stupid. It's crazy. Like they're athletes and they're big and they're strong and stuff, but man, it's just so much work.
Have you seen, Cali Muscle?
No.
He's the big black dude in commercials with bodybuilders. So like the Super Bowl commercial when all of them are running to
Oh,
the
yeah,
tanning salon.
yeah,
He's the
okay.
big black guy. In the Taco Bell commercial, protein. He's like,
Yeah.
man, you want your protein? He's the big black guy. That's Cali Muscle. I love him. He has a really cool backstory too. But what was the point of this conversation? Oh yeah, he does muscle ups because he used to be in prison.
Yeah.
So he's big from a bunch of rep workouts,
Yeah.
basically. I mean, he's been out for a long time, but
I think Terry Crews was in prison. Not that. No, I just think he was because
he's huge.
Because he's huge.
no,
Yeah,
he
he
was
wasn't
in
in
the
prison.
NFL for like
Yeah.
a while.
I
Several
know he
teams.
wasn't in prison, but I mean, he looks like he could be.
Yeah. He's an intimidating. Well, it's funny seeing him in family movies
Yeah.
now.
No,
and then you watch Friday and he's like, mother effer, I'm going to cut your head off. Like,
Yeah. He always plays the non-intimidating role. I think it's hilarious.
Well, today he does.
No,
yeah.
he pretty much always has.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, yeah, then there's the exceptions.
There's
like
a
Friday
couple exceptions, yeah.
and Expendables. And even
Yeah.
Expendables, he's funny.
Yeah, he's like the not. Even though he's huge and uses big guns, he's not the like kill everything guy.
Yeah.
That's who's the demolition guy in that movie?
Dolph Lundgren.
I think so. That guy's crazy.
Dolph Lundgren. Oh, yeah. My source is Wikipedia, so I don't know. But I guess Dolph Lundgren has a master's from WSU.
Sweet.
Like,
What?
that's awesome. It's they say it in Expendables. It's some sort of chemistry. He's a really smart dude.
Biochemical engineer.
I believe he went to WSU just because that's what I want to believe.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
People who do Wikipedia, I think we said this on the last podcast, they go through lots of work.
Yeah, no, and it's
To do that
because in a
stuff.
lot of some school projects will make you make
A Wikipedia.
a
thing?
Wikipedia thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I've
Culminating project.
yeah, make a Wikipedia page. God, that's seriously just writing a paper and spending weeks on it.
I don't know how Dolph Lundgren is, but he's pretty huge. But have you seen, Sports Science?
Yeah.
Have you seen the one where the MMA guy kicks the karate dude in the nuts?
Which one? Wait, who is it?
So he's not famous as far as I know. Maybe he used to be, but I've never heard of him. But this dude, 6'9", 290 pounds, and black, scary, right? Just this huge guy, and he's a K1 guy. He's a Muay Thai fighter, but he does MMA too. But he's mostly known in kickboxing and stuff. That's why I haven't really heard of him.
Okay.
And there's this karate guy, freaking white as hell, mustache. Like, he's like the perfect dad for a movie. Like,
Yeah.
a Christian.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Like,
probably
he's-
a cop or a deputy.
He's who's Homer Simpson's neighbor?
Yes,
Yes,
Flanders.
that's him. That's
He
Flanders.
looks exactly
Flanders.
like Flanders.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my gosh, that's the most accurate description, and you haven't even seen him. He looks just like Flanders.
Yeah.
And he's not very tall, and I guess he's pretty well known in the karate community. And he developed this technique. He calls it something chi, so where you get kicked in the nuts and it won't hurt, but it takes like 5 years to master it. And Sports Science breaks.
I don't believe that.
No, dude. Well, YouTube it. It's called MMA versus karate, though. I don't know why they called it that, but if you go on YouTube, do MMA versus karate, and
That's the dumbest name I've ever heard for anything ever.
right, and so the Sports Science did the science behind it, and what it is your nuts produce like a chemical saying, "Dude, your nuts hurt," to your brain. But because he's been kicked in the nuts so many times in training for this, his mind, can control that pain, and it only releases 10% of that chemical. And this dude, 6'9", 290 pounds,
Just
wah! Kicks, and it's funny, because they never play it once, and they never just go, and they do the kick in the nuts. It's always, da, 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 da,
he's just like boom.
like it's
ah,
like it's a
boom.
remix. No, he does one kick, but they show it like
a million times. Yeah.
yeah, like good,
You're
good,
just
good,
like,
good, 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 good.
Yeah, stop. Don't show me this anymore.
Dude,
It makes me hurt.
the dude jumps so like he gets kicked and he jumps, but he's fine.
Ugh.
He's like, that was a solid kick. That was a really powerful kick. And the guy's like, man, I felt the pelvic bone. I felt them too. I felt them. And he's fine.
Oh, that would hurt so bad. Like, how do you do that?
Why would you want to? Like,
Now,
it's
yeah,
not
so-
a common occurrence to get kicked in the
but
nuts.
why do you... That guy doesn't need to wear a cup when he fights MMA if he
For
does.
real. Well, then you still have the dong.
Yeah,
That hurts.
I know.
That has nothing to do with your testicles. Your dong is a whole new thing.
Yeah.
That's a common injury in wrestling. Not really an injury, but like my little homie
Like
gets
heel
hurt.
to... Yeah.
A heel to the dong hurts really bad. I remember one time it happened to Lead On at camp. Shout out to Lead On, and
Miss you, bud.
it was in a tournament at a camp, and it was pretty fast paced. And he's just like, if they call me, tell him I'm outside. I'm like, okay. He went outside. He's like, fuck! He just screams super loud, and then he comes back, and I'm like, what'd you do? I went and screamed, and then I came back. I'm like, oh my god. It was pretty funny.
Oh, man.
Have you seen when GSP kicks Matt Hughes in the nuts twice in a row?
No, I haven't seen that.
He does an inside leg kick, nut shot. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, so sorry. Except
I
Canadian.
am so sorry.
I'm so sorry. And then, like, the next thing he does is another inside leg kick. Hits him in the groin again.
I am sorry again.
Yeah, Matt Hughes was pissed.
Oh, all-time favorite fighter, Chuck Liddell.
I know he's your favorite.
He's so sick. He's so dirty. I just love the counter punch. That's the best punch.
oh, yeah.
Off the back foot. He just like boop, knocks you out.
That's so weird to have knockout power while backing up.
Yeah.
It's awesome, though,
He's got
if you have it.
the weirdest, longest arms and the weirdest body I've
It
ever
goes
seen.
John Jones and Chuck Liddell
Yeah.
for, like,
Reach.
length of arms in proportion.
To body. Dude,
Yeah.
John Jones has... There's a guy who's 6'11". 6'11". He's
Stefan Struve.
Yeah, Stefan Struve, and John Jones has a longer reach than him, and he's only 6'3". Yeah?
3 or 4,
Yeah. And his
His
he's
reach
got
is
a- yeah,
84 and a half.
84 inches, and
That's-
Stefan Struve's 82.
I don't know if that's fingertip to fingertip or if it's knuckle to knuckle. But it's in a crucifix position. Your both arms spread. His wingspan's 84 and a half inches, and Stefan Struve's is 83. And he's
Jesus.
6'11". That's crazy.
That's like the only other fighter in the UFC that has anywhere near of like...
Yeah, I don't think anyone can reach him.
No one can. It's just like... That guy, John Jones, was born to fight
Yeah.
MMA. Like, he's got all the skills and...
That whole family is just a genetic specimen.
I know. He's got 2 brothers that play in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And I think both of
unbelievable.
them have Super Bowl rings, too.
One plays for the Baltimores.
Well,
The Ravens.
one plays for the Ravens and one plays for the Patriots, but I think the one on the Patriots is now on the Colts. Or
Okay.
the one on the Ravens is now on the Colts. But I think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
But still, that's freaking...
Did they start? I don't think they start.
They start. Yeah.
Both of them? Really?
Well, I know Arthur Jones starts on the Ravens.
Okay.
I know he starts, and I'm pretty sure his other brother does too.
Yeah.
Plus, he got traded, so even if he didn't play on the Patriots before, he probably plays on the Colts now.
Yeah, because who would trade for a player that they're not going to play?
Well, Marshawn Lynch is getting traded after this season.
To who?
I don't know.
Oh, please be the Bears.
That's what we need.
We need... God, the Bears need everything.
So
They're
do the
so
Raiders.
bad.
We're completely
Well,
defeated.
It doesn't matter because they're completely defeated.
Yeah, we haven't won a single thing.
You've been close.
Yeah.
You've had one blowout game that was without reach with like
I don't know. what
less
you're
than
saying.
2 touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, he had beyond 2 touchdowns. You've always been within 2 touchdowns of winning.
Really?
Every team. You almost beat the Seahawks. Almost. You almost beat the Seahawks.
Dang.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to football anymore as much, so like it's hard to keep up. Because if you don't have a TV, you're not going to be able to watch football.
Oh, except for against the Broncos. The Broncos wrecked you.
Yeah, I heard.
But you guys were winning past the second quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's it.
That's why
That's the
I
only-
adopted the London Jaguars.
Oh, man, that's such a mistake.
That's such a waste. Well, I heard that teams have to fly out to London for a game anyways.
Yeah, but one team.
Yeah. I don't.
And they used to do it once a year.
Yeah, and now they're going to have to do it anytime Jaguars are at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's pointless.
That's
dude.
a bad setup.
Yeah, because you have to... Like, what happens when LA has to fly literally halfway around the globe
Yeah.
to play...
Anyone. Chargers, Seahawks, any West Coast team, Oakland.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, it's a bad setup. You know who commentates fights in London?
Who?
Dan Hardy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, since he can't fight anymore because of his heart, he does commentate in London.
That's awesome.
And he does the post-fight interviews instead of Joe Rogan when it's in England.
Does Joe Rogan only announce in the U.S.?
I think
Commentate?
North America, because he was in
Canada,
Mexico.
too.
He was in Mexico. Because this week, Verdum versus Hunt was the first Mexico card.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did it have Mexico City?
Yeah, it was in Mexico City.
Yeah. Mexico City, man. That's a massive city.
Joe
It's
Rogan
the second biggest city in the
tweeted
world.
and said like the smog was like way worse than LA. Like,
Way worse.
And I've seen like pictures.
It's unbelievable.
And stuff. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I would. Like Mexico City is the most polluted city on earth, or something.
Yeah, I think it is
like
in
that.
the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and Fabricio Verdum, who's Brazilian, speaks better Spanish than Cain Velasquez.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Cain Velasquez, is he from Mexico or
No,
no?
he's-
He's from L.A. or something like that. No, he's from.
Arizona?
No. Oh, which one? I totally remember, but I forgot.
He wrestled at ASU.
Yeah. I don't know if he. I don't know. I don't get it. Man, I'm gonna have to look this up now.
Wait, Milwaukee. He's from Wisconsin.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, there's no way he's from Wisconsin. I know he's from down south because I saw it on his when I was playing UFC
Uh-huh.
on the walkouts. I saw where he was from. I think he's from the Southwest.
I think he just had a Milwaukee card one time. And he owns a Harley. Are you looking it up?
Yes.
I'm like watching you peck the letters, and I'm like C, and then like the A's kind of out of my.
Cain Velasquez.
Yeah.
Z.
Easy, yeah.
Easy. Cain Velasquez. Yeah, he's from Salinas, California.
So he is from Southern Cal.
Yeah, SoCal.
Yeah. That's Cub Swanson's tattoo on his chest, is SoCal.
Yeah, I'm not from SoCal.
I have a feeling like Cub Swanson like could be straight up hood.
Straight up. Just like, what's up?
Like, I mean, I think most fighters are pretty calm dudes. Yeah, dude. Straight, like, he has all those tattoos. He's like looks like such an intimidating guy.
Except for who wasn't a calm dude? The Diaz's, both of them.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think they are. I think if you met them in person, they'd be cool too. I don't know. I think most people are. I don't know. It's weird. Ronda Rousey loves Nick Diaz. She says he's like super polite and.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Most of those fighters are like.
Yeah.
They're just talk trash to get in your head, like Chael Sonnen. I bet he's totally right.
Yeah, he's a realtor.
Yeah.
He's like a total people person, probably.
Yeah, and then he's just
And he
his pre-fights.
he got voted into the House of Representatives for Oregon.
Nuh-uh.
He's
Really?
not. He's not currently. He had to.
Okay.
He had to resign because he had like charges against him for something. I don't know. Some real estate white collar thing. Don't take my word on that. But he's not a House of Representative anymore.
Cool.
I'm sad he retired.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss his trash talk.
He's honestly, I think, better than Muhammad Ali in trash talking. Like,
Yeah.
it's right up there.
Conor McGregor's good too.
Conor McGregor is awesome. Like, I don't know. I feel like so many people are like, no, he can't beat Aldo. He can't beat Aldo. But so many,
I think he can.
yeah, people were like, Poirier's going to be a big step for him. He beat Poirier with 10 punches.
I know.
So, like, and a broke hand or torn ligament, whatever. So I think I think Mendez could beat Conor McGregor, but I don't think Aldo can.
The title will just go back and forth between Aldo, Mendez, and McGregor.
Yep.
So like, it'll be like a rock, paper, scissors match.
Well, Frankie Edgar's in that weight class too.
But I don't think he'll win it.
No, I don't either. And Cub hasn't fought for the title before. I think
Cub's not in that weight class. Josie Aldo, featherweight.
Yeah, because Because
I thought he was lightweight.
no, I think Frankie and Cub are both featherweights. Because in the article I was reading, it was saying how unless Frankie Edgar is up a weight class for this fight. I'll look it up.
Okay. But yeah, it's like a rock, paper, scissors match. You got Jose beats Mendez. Mendez beats Conor. Conor beats Jose.
Jose beats Mendez in Brazil.
Yeah, well, he still would have won anyway.
I think so. I think everyone who said Mendez won is kind of biased because I don't think
no one likes Aldo.
Yeah.
Well, at least
What am I looking
Americans don't like Aldo
at? Yeah.
because he's Brazilian. And Mendez is American.
America.
America.
I like how they both in their post-fight interviews call out Conor McGregor. Both of them are just like, screw Conor McGregor.
I can't wait. Because I think Conor will have to fight Mendez before Aldo, right?
No, not well, because everyone in featherweight has fought Aldo. So Dana White's just like, why would I not give it to Conor? Jose's already beat everyone.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor's my favorite fighter just because he's Irish.
He does have to fight.
I love his Irish. I think it's awesome.
He is fighting Dennis Seaver before.
I think
they're both featherweights.
I think he'll destroy Dennis Seaver.
I think he'll destroy Dennis Seaver.
Yeah.
I think Dennis Seaver is a sacrificial lamb, as much as I like him.
I think
They are featherweights, by the way, both of them. I don't
Okay.
think Cubs fought for the title before, though. I've been wrong before, though.
I don't think Cub has either. But no. What was I saying? Conor McGregor. I want Conor McGregor to finally land one of those crazy spinning head kicks.
Oh, yeah.
He never lands them. I've never seen him land one.
Well, maybe in Ireland. Some of his Ireland fights, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to watch his highlights again.
He's
But-
so fast though. His punches are so just
Him and Cub
snappy.
fight. Him and Cub fight the same way. Him and Cub fighting would be epic because I have a feeling since they do that thing where they go in, get a few punches, and then bounce out. If they both did it at the same time, there'd be like a little Diego Sanchez moment. You know?
just wah, punch.
Yeah,
Take one to the face, give one to the face, take one to the face, give one to the face,
And then back out.
And yeah.
Remember that little exchange in Benson Henderson and Rustam Kabalov?
Yeah. That was a sweet one.
When they both got together,
Yeah.
and neither of them wanted to be in each other's clinches, so
Yeah.
there was a few shots, and they backed out.
Yeah, that entire fight would be like that.
Yeah, that'd be sick. But Cub has a better ground game than Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but I think Conor McGregor's just he's so hard to take down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's too fast. He's just
Well, and it's unfair to say Cub has a better game because we haven't got to see Conor McGregor's
Because he
ground
doesn't
game.
want to.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just like, I'm gonna knock you out.
I have a feeling.
I'm gonna knock you out.
I have a feeling
I'm gonna
Robbie.
throw a couple. I'm gonna throw a couple punches in your face,
Nothing
and
but
you're
a
gonna go
ting.
down. Nothing but a ting.
I have a feeling Robbie Lawler doesn't train ground game at all, but he trains with wrestlers, just takedowns all day. And
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, he doesn't. No, he never.
He
no.
never goes to the ground.
No, and he never goes to the ground.
But
He'll
has
take you down.
awesome takedown
Yeah.
defense.
And no, I've seen him. No, I haven't. I thought I saw Lawler throw someone. Or
No,
was it
you saw
Lawler
Matt
got thrown?
Brown. You saw Matt Brown throw with that judo trick.
Yeah.
That was sick.
That was sick.
That looked so painful too. He like bounced off the canvas.
Oh man, I want to see another one of those.
That was a good fight. I want to see Jones versus Teixeira. Like, I've seen highlights and I know what happened, but like, I want to see the actual fight. Cause do you know what happened? Do you know the details of that fight?
No.
Like, John Jones, like, Teixeira was closing the distance really well, so he couldn't use his full.
His full-
Reach?
Yeah.
So then he's like, "You want to come in the pocket?" Elbows. He started using his elbows like fists.
Really.
Yeah, that's so sick
Ugh.
and smart too.
Well, and Jones can do that.
And that's another example where, because you and me have talked about this before, not on the podcast, but just in general, he beats you at your own game. Like, he
does.
wrestled Chael.
Yeah.
Like, Teixeira wanted to be in the pocket, so he's like, okay,
I'll
let's
throw
go.
bows. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just whatever. And then man, he's just unbelievable. Like, he'll only beat you at your own game though if he's mad at you, or if you're using it well against him. But no
Yeah.
one uses their game well against John Jones.
Yeah. I mean, Teixeira was landing really good shots, but I haven't seen the fight, so I don't know, but I don't think he was ever, like, winning the fight.
Yeah, like Machida. Machida couldn't fight John Jones. I mean, it was one of John Jones's better fights. Like, Machida did better against Jones than most people did, but it's
Yeah.
like he still was just wrecked through the entire fight.
Yeah.
I think the only person to really give John Jones a close fight was
Gustafson?
Gustafson, and that
Yeah.
fight wasn't even super close. John Jones clearly won it.
Well, it was 3-2 though. It wasn't like 4-1.
Yeah, it wasn't. No,
It was 3-2.
But there were 3 obvious rounds that John Jones had won,
Yeah.
and then even the ones that Gustafson did win, he didn't win by much.
There was one round I thought Gustafson I think it was the first round. I don't remember. And he just clearly was dominant.
The sickest highlight of that fight is the spinning back elbow to the top of the head of Gustafson that split him open.
That Gustafson does to Jones?
No.
Oh.
To Gustafson. Jones did
Yeah.
to Gustafson.
Yeah.
Split his head open.
I thought it was cool. Gustafson did a spinning elbow to John Jones, though, and landed it. Like, what?
That's his thing.
Yeah, speaking about beating people at their own game.
Yeah.
Not that he beat him at it,
No.
but I mean, he just used it against him.
Yeah,
That was cool.
That was a cool fight. That was a really cool fight.
And even though John Jones is capable of that, I don't think he could do that to Daniel Cormier. I don't think he could just... Not that he didn't beat the crap out of Gustafson, because, I mean, it was a really good fight. But, I mean, he's not going to be able to beat Cormier at his own game. He shouldn't play with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He shouldn't play with him.
No, he should take him seriously.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. To Sonnen, man. Everyone thought Sonnen should take... Jones should take Sonnen's ground game seriously. He just took him down and beat the crap out of him the entire fight.
Wasn't even fair.
No, like... Everyone thought that if Sonnen could get Jones to the ground, he had a chance.
Yeah.
But, no.
Not even. Plus, with those long legs, I bet Jones' guard is incredible.
I bet you, yeah, but you've never seen really Jones in a guard.
I don't think he wants to be, like, because, I mean, when Gustafson took him down, but Gustafson's just as taller, with a shorter reach.
Yeah, he is taller.
But-
He's like 6'5" or 6'6".
Yeah, I think he's 6'5".
Ugh.
But, like, Jones got up right away. He didn't want to mess with the ground game either.
No. Well, because his striking is so good.
Well, and, like, at the light heavyweight and heavyweight division, everyone hits hard,
Yeah.
especially heavyweights. But, like, those ground and pound, like, have you ever been up against the wall and, like, someone messes with you and you flinch and your head hits the wall.
Yeah.
Like
That's the mat.
Yeah, like you're getting both punched and your head's hitting the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know what the canvas is made of either. I don't think it's wrestling mats.
It's soft though.
Is it?
It's softer. It's not like hitting. It's not like hitting a plastic. Well, it is a plastic floor,
Yeah.
but it has some give. It's not just.
Yeah. I've been on hard wrestling mats. Like if someone's gym is cold before a tournament or something,
Yeah, and
there'll be some hard mats.
Yeah, and it's not fun. No, and then there's like, oh man, even like, and the punishment Jones can take.
Yeah.
Like people, like you don't really think John Jones is a tough fighter because you never have to see him be a tough fighter. But like,
yeah.
The Gustafson fight
When he got cut.
yeah, and he was just beat up that fight, and then the armbar that
Vitor.
Vitor threw him in.
Yeah.
Like that was his elbow was hyperextended. He was dangling Vitor in the air, and it was just like, ugh. It was like, and he took it the entire time, and then beat the crap out of him, and then got him in a Kimura.
It was one of them. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
an Americana Kimura. Yeah, that's I don't know. John Jones. I heard he has a temper problem.
I'm not surprised.
They interviewed he had two roommates in college because he went to a Iowa community college, but even though it was a community college, I think it was a scholarship still, a wrestling scholarship.
Yeah.
And both of his roommates are in the UFC now. One is newly in the UFC, and he's the one who's being interviewed by, I want to say, the Great MMA Debate, because they have a pretty popular podcast. I want to say he was on there. And he was saying how in Iowa, a bunch of farm boys would come, and they'd always want to mess with the wrestlers at parties. Like, oh, you're not that tough. I don't think they talk like that in Iowa, but they do now.
You're talking like go get my truck. I'm gonna go kill this deer.
Yeah,
with
man.
my truck. 'Cause I got my
Hay in the back of my
no.
bed.
I got my horns. I got my horns on the hood of my truck.
My gun rack.
I got my gun rack in the back. Bring it to school. I don't get in trouble for it though. No, I shoot them.
No,
No,
too small town.
Got
But
a lunch. Gotta go hunt rabbits and squirrels. Shoot them
at
up.
lunch hunting rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess they'd always, just these Iowa kids would always want to mess with the wrestlers for some reason, and John Jones would throw them out windows. Literally, that was the quote. He would throw them out windows. The roommate said when there were parties, they just hoped the windows were open.
What?
Yeah, I'm assuming this is a one-story house,
Right.
but still, like, that's crazy.
Like,
Like, you get in a fight and you get thrown out a window. That's ridiculous.
You're not expecting that. That's like some bar fight, Old West saloon thing.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Well, and the fact they're saying they hope the windows were open means he probably threw them through some
like
glass.
a couple windows.
Yeah.
Like a saloon fight. Like
Yeah.
an old Western saloon fight. This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
I've always wondered, like, if it's really that easy to go through a window. You know how in spy movies they always jump out the
Yeah.
window and stuff? I don't think it's that easy to jump out a window.
No.
And
Especially, yeah, because that's not. I might be wrong, but I don't think house windows are safety glass.
I don't either. And when people go out back doors in movies, forget it. My back door is thick.
Yeah.
My Rottweiler is 120 pounds, and he stretches on it. He jumps up, paws it as hard as he can to get our attention, and stretches on it. Like, that thing is thick, and it's not breaking just because I shoulder
into it.
ram it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you threw your entire body weight into it, though,
Maybe, yeah.
Like
but
dive-
still,
like try
it's
to
not
dive
going to be a
through it.
clean landing
No,
like
it's
in
not.
movies.
it's not gonna be like break through roll. It's gonna be hit it, glass shatters when you hit it, but it doesn't give enough to where you just go through it.
Yeah.
You know, you hit it and you kind of bounce off of it, but it still breaks and you hit the ground on the
Yeah.
other side.
I mean, if it's shot first and then you go, maybe.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But still, like, that's ridiculous.
I love that in movies though when they do that. Just
Mhm.
pop.
Yeah, it's so sick. There's like
I do that in like Call of Duty and in Battlefield. I'll shoot the window before I jump through it.
Yeah. God, I miss paintball now. So bad.
Dude, I wish I got into paintball.
I wish I could afford paintball. I was pretty decent too. When I did my tournament, I wasn't really good at that point. I just knew basics.
Yeah.
But like if I did that tournament like a year later, it would have been a lot different. Like the guys were still better than me, but like
you could hold your own with your team, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you like you like speedball, I know that.
I love speedball.
But do you ever do like scenario stuff?
Yeah, but when I go with my cousin. Shout out to Randy Luckman if he ever follows our freaking Twitter page. Man, I gotta keep my followers and my following like ratio the same. Only we follow everyone who follows us.
It'll be the same.
But
you want a 50-50? You got a 50-50.
Yeah. But I go with him, and he hates the scenario ball. He hates that. He hates when people come and they're like, you know, they play Call of Duty and they're like, oh man, let's go out to the trench field and I'll be recon, and that drives them nuts.
Just go out there and shoot at each other. It's what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we still use strategy, but I mean,
oh yeah, obviously
we don't use like.
But seriously,
recon.
Speedball strategy is like you go right. You go left. I'll shoot middle, and we'll shoot like 3 people down middle.
Kind of, yeah. Like in a basic novice tournament, yes.
Yeah.
Then the pros, whole new level. There's code words, like there's like okay, so Team Dynasty. I haven't kept up on paintball news.
There's professional paintball.
Yeah, BT
in case you
dubs.
didn't know.
There is, but Team Dynasty. I haven't paid attention to pro paintball in a while, but they used to be like the best, like by far the most dominant team is Team Dynasty. And they have like California means the other team controls the snake bunker on one side. So everyone needs to be like
away from the snake bunker.
But they also need to be putting paint down on it.
And like it's so sick how they like how you get so good and you know how much your bullet like your paint drops when you shoot it.
Well, not only that, even because I mean, with their guns, I mean, if you have a cheaper gun, not so much, but with their guns, you know, they're sponsored. They get the $1,000 gun for free.
Yeah.
Like one shot, that shot that you just shot, all your shots are going to be like that. So it's easy to calculate your lob.
You're not going to have like one shot that dips down, but then one shot that like dips down and right, and then up to the left, and then you're just like, what?
Yeah, they don't do that. Every shot is gonna be the same.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to calculate it.
Ugh.
It's fun. I've shot people with a lob before. They're like, "Who the hell shot me?" And I'm like, "Ha ha!"
That came from over here.
I bunkered a guy once. Bunkering, for people who don't speak paintball, means to like shoot point blank. I bunkered.
You just run around there cover and just.
Yeah, and I bunkered, and you're not supposed to at Red Dot Paintball. You can in tournaments, but this was just rec ball. This was just for fun, and this.
I bet he was so mad.
No, he was fine. He was cool with it, and I danced right in front of him. He was the last guy, and I bunkered him, and I started like doing the Iggy shuffle.
That's awesome.
Oh, I was so because it started out like 7 versus 7 on a full speedball court, and only a few of our guys were out, and the whole team on their side got eliminated except this one guy, and he's at the mirror, so he's at the same bunker as my teammate, but the opposite side, and my teammate's like, "Where is he? Where is he?" I'm like, "He's at your mirror. He's at your mirror." So he's like straight across from him. I don't even know how he didn't see him. But usually in paintball, if you're on the right side, you're shooting to the left. You're not shooting straight down the field.
Yeah.
You're shooting diagonal. And this guy was doing that. And my teammate's like, "I don't see him." And I'm just like, screw it. He's crossfiring to the left. I'm going to go behind him and bunker him. I was so happy.
Our podcast is up right now.
Which one?
Well, all of them. Like,
You downloaded?
as a thing. Like, we're up. We're up 238 places in comedy.
Nice.
We're number 444 in comedy podcasts on the website we post this on.
On
Podomatic.
Sweet. Yeah, how
then-
many viewers do we get?
I can check in a little bit. But and then we're up 5,947 in the overall podcast rank.
Hell yeah.
But we're still 10,699.
Oh my god.
We're so bad.
That's a lot of podcasts out
Yeah.
there.
That's crazy though. That's on this website. You know, you think podcast, you think iTunes or Spotify maybe.
When I try to listen to podcasts on iTunes, it doesn't work for me.
Really?
Well, I tried to listen to a paintball podcast once, and it didn't work for me.
Right.
It wouldn't download, it wouldn't play, it wouldn't anything. It was really weird. I don't know. I'll go try and listen to a podcast on iTunes after this. See what happens. I think podcasts and MMA are a big deal for some reason.
Because you've got these like people who watch MMA. They don't just watch MMA. They want to be like analysis people.
Yeah. Well, and it's same with any sport.
Yeah,
You got baseball nerds.
yeah.
You got football nerds.
But you talk like football nerds. But like
Oxymoron.
everyone when you hear people talk about UFC and MMA, it's like you give your reasons why they're gonna win. Usually
Yeah.
in football, it's just you pick your favorite team. And you're like,
And you look at their stats.
I mean,
like 9 out of 10, you're looking at stats.
like records
Yeah.
and like, these guys are like number 2 offense in the league. You're like number 4 defense. These guys are gonna win.
Yeah. I mean, just from a fan perspective.
Yeah.
And then, the coaches, they're,
Yeah,
they run a screen, so we're going to blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, most fans.
Yeah, they're just they just go off statistics. But with
Yeah.
fighters, you have like all this other. I mean, a lot of it's statistics, but it's like you've got so much. There's so much more in depth to fighting.
Yeah.
like you've got because it's so unpredictable. Like
Uh-huh.
you can knock someone out in one punch, or you can get lucky
Yeah.
and some guy immediately exposes himself for a submission, and then
Yeah.
you get a submission. Like Vitor Belfort, John Jones. John Jones never puts himself into a position to be submitted, but against
Until
Belfort,
then.
he immediately he was caught with his arm still down and his other arm up, so Belfort just slipped his leg over his head and got him.
Yeah.
In the
Well, and, like, even when the ground game, that's a whole new thing, even for
Yeah.
striking. Even if you compare, like, takedown percentage, like someone's takedown percentage to someone's takedown defense percentage, it depends on what kind of guys you're fighting.
Yeah.
Like, if your takedown defense is 100%, but you're fighting a bunch of scrubs, you're just fighting pure strikers who have kind of done half-assed clinch takedowns,
Right.
then, yeah, you're going to have a 100% takedown defense.
Oh yeah.
But, and then, then you go up against Chael Sonnen.
Who's
I'm
guy?
gonna-
Yeah. If you defend takedowns from Chael Sonnen,
You're pretty set.
you're pretty legit. Yeah, you're pretty good.
Even, like, if Chael went for it, I think he could have taken John Jones down.
You think he could have?
Maybe. I mean,
Well, I mean, Gustafsson did. Gustafsson isn't known for his
Yeah.
ultra good takedowns.
yeah. Well, he worked with Phil Davis.
Well, never mind then.
Because Davis beat him, and now they're training partners,
Nice.
which is really cool. And they're both colossal.
Seriously.
Do you ever watch Phil Davis fight?
I've seen a couple.
He has the weirdest body. He's kind of like a longer Benson Henderson. Like, just huge legs.
Yeah.
And then he has that
Yeah, he's just got like that really tone.
upper body.
Yeah, this like because Benson Henderson's like small upper body,
Yeah.
but he has massive legs.
Yeah.
and he's just super cut.
Yeah, his upper body's, like, honestly, it's sexy.
Yeah, he's so
He's
cut.
got a pack.
Yeah, he's cut.
His arms.
He doesn't have that stereotypical UFC fighter body, you know, like pretty big pecs, like
Yeah.
decent sized pecs, and then like not insanely toned abs, just like
Because you still got to have, like, I was listening to Mike Dolce on Joe Rogan's podcast. 10% body fat is the best place to be for competition. For combat sports, anyways.
because of the amount of energy you spend and stuff.
Yeah, because for cardio plus strength purposes, like, he thinks Cain Velasquez shouldn't be at 230. He thinks Cain should fight at 10% body fat because he's not going to be sacrificing too much weight anyways.
Yeah.
But, you know, keep doing what you're doing, Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, because you're winning and you're destroying everyone except for
Yeah.
that one lucky knockout.
What, with Junior Dos
Yeah, Junior
Santos?
Dos Santos.
Yeah.
You just caught him. That's it.
Mhm.
That's why fighting's so unpredictable.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Dos Santos, he's like obviously not as good as a fighter as Cain Velasquez, but he caught him with a lucky punch, knocked him out.
And that happens all the time.
And that was the criticism that Johnny Hendricks had too, is because he just had that huge left hand, you know. So he had that one punch knockout.
Oh, yeah,
power.
against John Fitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and, like, I don't know. Johnny Hendricks, I don't know, man. That's a whole new ball game. Like,
He's so good.
all, like, it used to be, like, the wrestlers who dominated the division dominated with wrestling. Johnny Hendricks is dominating with striking.
Yeah.
And John Jones dominates
Well,
with striking.
Yeah, it's because the new guys, like new MMA fighters,
Dillashaw.
they don't have one. Like they didn't grow up fighting one style of fighting and stuck with it. They've trained everything for.
That's
a very
upcoming
long time.
guys, though. Johnny Hendricks is a pure wrestler who's trained MMA now.
Really, I thought okay, but John Jones was.
John Jones
was mainly a wrestler too.
Yeah,
He didn't train
pure.
anything before
Yeah,
that.
pure wrestler. You're getting guys like Rory McDonald. Guys in their early 20s are
Yeah,
the guys
McDonald,
who train everything. Michael McDonald,
McGregor.
McGregor.
Yeah, but
McGregor
he's
was a
mainly-
boxer
Yeah,
in Ireland.
and then he's throwing these crazy kicks.
yeah. Well, and what
Did he do
part
cut-
of that is because when he hurt his hand,
Yeah,
he had to work his kicks. And Vitor Belfort, I guess the same thing happened to him. The reason he's doing all these wheel kicks and knocking people out.
yeah, because you have to stay
'Cause he-
unpredictable.
Yeah, well, and if you hurt your hand,
What
are
else
you
do
gonna
you do? Yeah,
Oh man, I'm just gonna stop training. My
No.
hands hurt. No, like,
you practice kick.
yeah,
You use feet and you kick stuff.
yeah,
You kick bag. You kick face. You kick leg.
all day or day.
Every day, all day for 4.5 hours.
But like, Dillashaw and Barao, like Dillashaw was a pure wrestler, and then Dwayne Ludwig just made him awesome
Yeah,
at
just
striking.
stand up and fight.
Yeah, and Johnny Hendricks, pure wrestler. Now he strikes a lot, and then John Jones,
Even like
pure
Aldo.
wrestler. Yeah,
Aldo's a black belt in
in
jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu. Yeah, yeah, and I don't know because I never really saw him in WEC except against Uriah Faber, and that was just pure leg kicks. I don't know if he ever really took people down a lot. He certainly submitted some people. I don't know. Yeah, I just think like people kind of want to strike, for entertainment value.
Yeah, and it's more fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really
I don't know.
more
I don't
fun.
want to. Yeah, I don't want to
I don't
get
want
hit
to
in the
get punched
head.
in the face. No.
I'd rather grind out
Yeah.
a match than.
And like the only fighters that are kind of like that are, well, you got GSP, but GSP stays standing for a good amount of the time,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then he just doesn't get hit.
Mm-hmm.
But who's a Chael Sonnen?
He's a grinder.
Yeah, he's a grinder.
Pure grinder.
Yeah, and
Pure.
like, but those are like, I mean, other than like people who love jujitsu and love ground game,
Yeah.
those are boring fights for the general public.
Yeah.
ground
for the
fights are boring.
Yeah, for the main general public.
and most
Yeah.
UFC fans,
Yeah.
striking's
Yeah.
better.
Unless you're a nerd.
Unless you're like, yeah, jujitsu.
Yeah. Unless
Like,
you're.
oh, look at the setup for the armbar that he just did. That was
Yeah.
beautiful. And then
Mhm.
like you're watching this and you're like looking at all this stuff and they're rolling on the ground
Well,
with
I
each
mean,
other.
even if you are a fan, watching Ben Askren fight is boring.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, there's just, I guess because he fights in Thailand or China now, or for ONE FC, I guess he's starting to submit people now. I guess he's like, man, I'm tired of grinding people. I'm just gonna submit these people. I guess he's starting to do that now. Thank God. But like, I don't know. Like even like that's too extreme of a grind. Too extreme. Plus that's Bellator and ONE FC, and he's not really fighting guys of the same caliber.
No. UFC is...
It's the best.
The best. By far.
Hands down.
I mean, even when Pride was around.
Pride?
Yeah.
Dude, but only men fought in Pride.
Yeah, dude.
And Pride had some of the best ground games
ever.
Ever.
Hoist Gracie fought in Pride for a long time.
Him and Sakuraba.
Yeah, Sakuraba was a monster.
Yeah, the stuff that happened in ground game and Pride, like, that doesn't happen anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Those scrambles?
Yeah, the crazy cool scrambles and, like, all the sick flying submissions were always in Pride.
Yeah.
They were always the cool...
I think flying armbars are coming, though.
Yeah.
I think they're making a rise.
Yeah, but, like, there's, like, the... But, like, Sakuraba had so many cool submissions that he did. And then there was that Aoki guy. Remember him?
Aoki, I think I do.
Yeah, and he did the Go-Go Plata in competition. That was the first time I ever saw that. Was his.
Oh, wasn't he wearing colorful leggings?
Yeah, the colorful leggings.
Yeah.
But, like...
Nick Diaz did the Go-Go Plata to Takanori Gomi, too.
Yeah, the rules in Pride are ridiculous. It's like...
Okay, you can't elbow, but you could soccer kick?
Yeah, I know. You could kick someone's face. Like, they're on their hands and knees, and you could kick them in the face.
Yeah.
That's messed up. Like,
but no elbows.
No elbow. You can't throw an elbow. No.
That's rude.
Way too dangerous.
Excuse me, sir. Elbows?
No, that you see how sharp your elbow is? You could cut someone with your elbow.
You could really hurt them.
Yeah, but, I mean... People kick soccer balls at 130 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and do that to someone's head.
Yeah, go for it.
No, it's fine. You can stomp on someone's face.
Concussion, stitches, external, internal. We want the internal damage, man.
Yeah, of course.
We want these guys to be depressed when they're older.
Yeah, we want these guys to not be able to remember. We want these guys to have Alzheimer's at 50.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, like, that's the great thing about it.
Yeah.
Who wants to remember their youth?
I listened to this guy, Enson Inuo. He's like old school UFC, like back when it was first starting, and he fought in Pride. And he doesn't like how MMA is a sport today. Because he fought for honor. Like, you know, he's
because I fight.
He's a true martial artist, you know, and he's well, and I get what he means when he says he hates when people coasts, you know, like, oh, I won the first 3 rounds. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
He's like, I do it in wrestling all the time.
You fight to win always.
Yeah, I think you should fight to finish all the time. And I know that's easier said than done, but I mean, some guys, their mindset is
fight to finish always. Like John Jones.
Yeah, John Jones goes for the finish.
Always. He'll always get the finish. And then Johnny Hendricks.
Johnny Hendricks goes for the finish. But he has had decisions, but I mean, that's not because of lack of effort.
No, that's because the guy could take a monster beating.
Yeah.
Or
but then
it was a good fight.
Then there's some guys who just don't have knockout power, like Michael Bisping.
Yes. Michael Bisping can't knock anyone out.
I don't want to talk trash about a guy who could talk your ear off.
I know, but...
Because we're so popular, you know, he's probably going to hear about this.
Yeah, seriously.
But
Michael Bisping, I like how you fight. It's just you can't knock anyone out.
And, like, I love Diego Sanchez. And
Diego Sanchez is so exciting to watch.
But, like, fighters criticize him. The reason he has his style, his wild, all-out style, is because he has to land that many punches.
Yeah.
If he wants to do damage.
And then, even Rory McDonald, I wouldn't say he's a super powerful striker.
I wouldn't want to get kicked by him.
No, but, like, his punches aren't that powerful. I mean, he lands wicked jabs.
Well, and he trains with GSP, and GSP is one of those guys who does not fight for the finish.
No.
He fights to win, and depending what his game plan is. is if he's gonna finish you or not.
Yeah. Like, he'll go 5 rounds with you and just dominate you 5 rounds, but he won't do anything too big to you.
Yeah.
Like, you'll go after the fight and you'll look beautiful still.
Yeah.
And GSP would have beat the crap out of you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take you down and then get back up, and then take you down again.
Yeah.
Get back up, and then take you down again.
Yeah, because well, I mean, and he's at that level where every guy he fights is really good.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm gonna do what it takes to win. That doesn't. I don't know.
And that doesn't necessarily mean finishing you.
Yeah.
Because some guys, it's better to go the full 5 rounds because, like, with Johnny Hendricks, before that fight, I don't think he ever went 5 rounds, did he?
Yeah, he went 5 rounds to Carlos Condit, but I think that's it.
Oh, yeah. And,
I heard
Condit win?
No, Johnny Hendricks beat him.
Who was mad because Condit ran from them? Diaz.
Really?
That was Diaz.
I've never seen the fight. The free fight on YouTube got taken down like a week before I went to watch it.
Yeah. Diaz was really mad.
Really?
Like, yeah, because Condit ran away from him the whole fight. Because Condit would go in, land a couple punches, then back out. He did a...
stick and move.
Yeah, and then he was like... it's like Machida does that all the time.
That is Machida.
Yeah, that's Machida's fight. But, like, he was so mad. He was just like, he's going to run for me the whole fight. I don't think he really beat me. I could beat him if he actually fought me.
Yeah.
And, like, he complained about it. He's like, I think this is going to be my last fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
Like, after the fight. He's just like, come on, dude. Come on.
I guess Nick Diaz, I don't know if this is true or not. I guess he used to fight high in pride. Like, he'd get stoned and go fight.
It's like, I can't feel anything.
I dare you to hit me, man. Well, and it's funny because then I watched a pride fight where he apologized to the ref, and I could see it. Like, if he was high and in his mind and he didn't want to get in trouble, and the ref's like, no, sorry. Like, I could see it.
I did not mean to kick him in the nuts on accident.
Yeah, I don't know I don't remember what it was. It might have been a nut shot. It might have been a nut shot.
It's probably an elbow.
I wish. But yeah, it's like, because I watched it and I'm like, oh man, he's a sweet guy. And then I'm like, what if he was high? He says sorry so that, like, you know, I'm not high.
Man, I don't know.
Do you like jiu-jitsu fighters more now than strikers?
Yeah, always.
Well, not always.
Oh,
Recently,
no.
you used to hate ground game.
No, ground game used to be stupid. I hated ground game, but jiu-jitsu's so sick. After watching Eddie Bravo and Royler Gracie, I thought jiu-jitsu was the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, that ankle broke.
It did?
Dude,
there's no way.
You gotta look at it.
He stood up though and walked around.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
his joints must just be super flexible.
I guess, dude.
I guess that family.
So gross.
I bet Hickson just like sat next to him and just yanked on his limbs.
I'm
gonna twist your ankle and you tell me when it hurts.
Do they have in Brazil? They have Russian accents. I'm going to break your ankle several times.
I'm going to break your ankle. No, that's just...
I don't know. Like, I've heard of...
That's so hard to copy.
You have to start with jiu-jitsu and then go from there. Jiu-jitsu. I do yoga.
That's so hard.
I break your arm, but I do it friendly.
No, but, like, he's just, like... Sits next to... He sat next to Royler as a kid and just twisted his ankle. He's like, tell me when this hurts. He's like, it hurts. Okay. This is where we want it.
Yeah. We'll hold it there for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I hate stretching. Like, when I did Taekwondo...
Like stretching.
Yeah.
Not
stretching for flexibility.
Not post-workout stretching.
Those suck too, though, because that's when you're, like, the least flexible.
Yeah.
But, like, trying to get more flexible sucks.
Yeah, seriously.
It hurts. It's painful. You usually have to have people help you.
Yeah, like, get in butterfly and then push on your back.
Or they step on your knees. That's the one. That happened to a guy when I was in Taekwondo when I was little, and there was a guy who was trying to get his black belt so he could teach Taekwondo, and he's a big guy. He's like big, blue collar kind of. He kind of reminds me of Louis C.K. now that I think about it.
Wait, no. Getting a... I hate it when people like that get black belts.
Well, no, but I mean, he's
like
I don't know.
I just feel like, is he legit though? Can
Yeah,
he
he's
throw sick
legit.
Kicks?
Not like in a competition sense, but like in the sense
He knows what he's doing.
He could defend himself. Like he's a martial artist in this. I don't know, because like
it's like
because I did Taekwondo, so I have that kind of old sense of martial art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
but
more
like,
traditional kind.
No, I totally and it's like I get you because like rock climbing, I'm not the best rock climber in the world, but I understand rock climbing to the point where if someone's better than me,
yeah,
and they're doing like a move that I know I can't do, but I know how to do the move, but it's like it's not necessarily
I know
can
what
do
you
it.
mean.
Yeah, but it's like but like I could give them advice like how about you try this and maybe this would work better. And then they'll do it, and it'll work better.
I hate helping people who are better than me, because especially if they have an ego trip.
Yeah, but it's like, well, because that's the thing with rock climbing is like
people don't.
You've got technique and strength, and if you don't have enough strength to back your technique, you're not good. But if you don't have enough technique to back your strength, you're not good.
Yeah,
and I don't have enough strength to back my technique. Like,
really?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be the opposite.
No, it's because like I weigh 100, 185, 190 pounds. And like my problem is I have a hard time holding my weight on the wall for a good minute and a half, because you're just constantly hanging there.
Yeah,
and that's not good for me. That's why
that's
the
not
long,
even
lengthy guys are good at climbing.
Yeah, that's not even like you calling yourself fat, because you're not. It's just it's hard.
It's hard to hold your weight. It's like doing a what do you call those? Like you do a pull up and you hold yourself there.
Oh, chin ups.
Yeah, you just hold yourself up there.
That's hard.
Yeah, and it's like doing that.
Yeah, well, like picture doing any exercise with body weight, like squat, like body weight squats. I'm like average in shape person. Body weight squats.
They're not hard.
Yeah, they're not hard. They're pretty easy.
They're really easy, but you can't do them for like too long.
Yeah, but I mean, and then like try and curl your body weight or something, or try a lat pull with your body weight. That'd be difficult.
That's the thing is like even in your legs though, like you can do a bunch of body weight squats and have all this like leg strength.
Yeah,
but when your leg is past 90, like way past 90, like there's this one route I can't do is because I have to take my leg, move it up past my chest, like up to my shoulder, my knees where my shoulder is.
And then push yourself?
No, I have to push myself into the wall, onto that leg, and then lift up from there and grab another hold.
Yeah, that's not even good for your leg.
No, it's like...
like if you exercise
and I'm on my tiptoes. And like, I can't make the move because I don't have the strength to lift up my entire body weight in that position on that leg.
And you can't even work that out because there's a point going past parallel in a squat.
Yeah.
Where it's unhealthy.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess I could work it out and just do big step ups.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad that it's going over there.
Oh my god. Dang, that fart stink.
Yeah.
You really like rock climbing.
Yeah, rock climbing's sick, dude. You should come.
I know. I should. And, like, there's a rock wall at CBC, but I've never used it.
There's a rock wall at CBC?
It's a rock wall, like a treadmill, kind of.
What?
Like it rotates.
Nuh-uh.
Like it keeps going and going and going.
Oh, so you get on the wall and it rotates and you just climb it. And and it just...
And you have settings. You can have a person help you, like spot you.
I need to go in the gym.
Dude, do it next quarter.
Oh, I can't do it. I've already... yeah.
Registered?
Well, yeah, registered for all my classes.
Oh.
You haven't?
Still register for it. No, I registered.
Oh, it's like... God,
I got business.
Late, man.
I have business law and sociology.
I have... Who'd you take sociology with?
No idea. I think it said staff.
Darn it. You should have took it with Omar Boro.
Omar Boro?
He's from Algeria.
Maybe I still have him. Somewhere?
Algeria.
Oh, okay.
He's awesome. His class is fun. But, no. Oh, I tested in for math, and now I'm taking pre-calc there.
Nice.
I'm going to shoot myself.
Did you ever take pre-calc at Southridge?
Yeah, I took pre-calc at Southridge.
Okay.
So I hopefully it's a lot of review.
Is pre-calc, what number is it? 100? Or is it 99?
141.
Okay, so you still get credit at college for
Yeah.
pre-calc? Oh, thank God. I'm probably going to retake it when I do.
Yeah, you
I'm not going to
should.
go right
You'll-
into
you'll- you
calculus.
Take pre-calc 1 and pre-calc 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it's a minute 15. Last time we recorded for only 55, so...
A minute 15?
I mean, an hour 15.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we recorded only 55, and that almost died, the
Oh.
camera.
Okay.
So we should probably wrap this up.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for listening, guys. I say that because probably no girls made it to the end of this podcast.
Yeah, sorry.